I wanted to do a quicker and easier to consume recap of the Facebook Connect for anyone who may have missed the live stream and didn't want to catch up, because admittedly it's a little bit longer than previous years and included lots of research talk around AR and AI. When I know a lot of you were like me and were just like, give us the Quest 2, lizard man. So yes, we're going to talk about everything that has now been confirmed about the Quest 2 and the games that were announced at Facebook Connect 2020. So we've already covered the specification of the Quest 2 in a previous video after its earlier leak, and I'll link to that. But let's start with the most important things that we've now learned: the price and the release date. Two versions of the Quest 2 are available. They are the 64 gig version for $299 and the 256 gig version for $399, which means the previous Walmart leaks were indeed accurate. As I predicted, the wait isn't long for the Quest 2, releasing on October 13th, and it is available to pre-order right now, and I've included a link to that in the description down below. Some other details which were confirmed in the cringy little skit with the Zuck. The screen, which has a 50% higher resolution than the original Quest at nearly 2K per eye, is a single high-res LCD panel. Important to note, this is a move away from the OLED panel, which can be found in the original Quest. This is potentially a limitation caused by having the built-in IPD adjuster, or just a cost-saving measure to keep the price down. We'll see a few of those as we go through the remaining details. It wasn't explicitly said at the Connect, but creators who have gotten access to the Quest over the last few weeks have confirmed that the FOV, or field of view, on the Quest 2 is not noticeably improved from the original Quest, which was around 90 degrees. Of course, one of the unconfirmed predictions was the screen being 90 Hz, which is now confirmed and is technically the case. However, as of right now, most of your content will still run at 72 Hz on the Quest 2. The Quest 2 is capable of boosting up to 90 Hz with selected applications like the Oculus browser. However, for now, there will most likely be a bit of a wait for VR game developers to fully take advantage of this. Another use of 90 Hz would be the Oculus Link, as PC VR titles are capable of running at 90 Hz. However, this won't be available until Oculus Link is officially out of beta, and as of yet, we do not have a date for that. So yes, the Quest 2 is 90 Hz, you just won't really be able to see that for a while. Let's talk about one of my astute observations, which did turn out to be the case. With improved hardware and a smaller size, my prediction was we would actually see a decrease in battery life on the Quest 2, which does look to be the case. The Quest 2 has a battery life of around 2 hours compared to the original Quest's 3-hour battery life. That is also gameplay hours, but if you're doing some less intensive activities like browsing, you could maybe get longer out of it. The time to fully charge the headset is also around 2.5 hours. This smaller battery of course keeps the size and the weight of the Quest 2 down, as well as the price. Which leads us nicely on to talking about some of the other cost-saving changes that not everyone is going to like. However, just to note, some of these are just purely opinion from the people who have already got to try this thing out. First up, the new soft head strap, which was supposed to be a comfort and ergonomic improvement, is apparently just not that good. Although the Quest 2 is lighter, the new head strap supposedly doesn't do a great job at making it comfortable to wear for long periods of time. This due to the soft and light head strap acting as a terrible counterweight regardless of how much lighter the Quest 2 is. Unfortunately, the current recommendation is to shell out an additional $49 for the Quest 2 Elite strap. We also previously heard details of the Quest 2's 3D audio capabilities, which would supposedly allow you to pinpoint the direction of footsteps or gunfire in VR. Well, apparently it's just the same speakers being repurposed. Which is a disappointment. As I mentioned in the previous video, this is one of my biggest complaints about the original Quest. Moving on to the controllers, we've got a couple new details about these, as well as the design being more ergonomic. Something they should honestly really be shouting about is the fact that despite the new controllers still taking bog standard AA batteries, they've somehow managed to increase the battery life by 4 times. The haptic feedback in the Quest 2 controllers has also been improved, giving you a more immersive experience in the VR world. A couple of things to note about your existing accessories. If you have any kind of third-party facial interfaces on your current Quest, they will not fit in the Quest 2 because of the differences in size. Also, as we've previously confirmed, because of the single 3.5mm jack on the Quest 2, any split headphones you are currently using with your original Quest are now useless. So that's everything we've learned about the new headset itself. So I'm super interested to hear from you. With the prices announced, will you be pre-ordering the Quest 2? Let me know in those comments down below. Which leads us on to the new games which were announced at this year's Facebook Connect. First up, we have some more information coming out about the upcoming social experience application from Facebook called Facebook Horizon. Facebook Horizon allows you to meet up with friends in a VR world and play games together, as well as create your own games and environments. Horizon is currently in an invite-only beta phase, which opened last month, and I'll leave a link to that sign-up page in the description down below. Next, without much of a look or any details like release dates, we did get the announcement from Ubisoft that they are currently working on brand new VR titles for both Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. Of course, another big one, we got a closer look at Star Wars Tales from Galaxy's Edge, which, as well as serving as a giant playable advert for their Disneyland experience, is also shaping up to be an all-round awesome looking experience, with details being released in the Connect about storylines involving R2-D2, C-3PO and Yoda. The guys over at Big Box are bringing us Population 1, a VR battle royale title where players can utilize the verticality possibilities of VR by allowing players to scale the sides of buildings and glide around the map. Population 1 is also crossplay, so you'll be jumping into games with users on Rift, Vive, and the Valve Index. Beat Saber is releasing some stuff with BTS, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But the more exciting part of that announcement is it is being paired with the official release of a multiplayer mode for Beat Saber, allowing you to create private parties and be paired up for random matches. Both of these being released in tandem with the Quest 2 on October 13th. If you're a fan of the rock climbing simulator experience The Climb 2 was teased and is taking on a city environment which will have you scaling up the sides of skyscrapers in VR. We also got a slight tease of Jurassic Park Aftermath, which has one of my favorite art styles in kind of the VR genre, and come on, it's a VR game with dinosaurs. I'm there for it. Warhammer 40k Battle Sister is a narrative-driven shooter offering both single and multiplayer modes. Pistol Whip 2089 is a sci-fi themed expansion for the Pistol Whip game which introduces new weapons and music, which is coming out this holiday. Myst is a VR remake of the classic 1993 puzzle game. The Walking Dead VR Saints and Sinners, which first came to Steam VR at the start of the year and PSVR early this summer, will be coming to the Quest and Quest 2 on October 13th. And finally, we have Sniper Elite VR. You can pretty much expect all of the stealthy, gory, first-person shooteriness of the Sniper Elite games, but in VR. Hence, the name. Again, I'm super interested to hear your thoughts on the games talked about at this year's Connect. What did you like? What didn't you like? Why not? Let me know in those comments down below. But of course, if you enjoyed the video, you found it somewhat helpful, a like rating would be appreciated. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next one. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.